But it pains me to see people in my own hometown. There are very few protests taking place, but we have situations where protesters, fringe aspects of the protest, are acting in an unpeaceful way, invading communities like the community in Southeast Portland along Peacock Lane. And it's showing how the mainstream propaganda and the just overall negativity within our culture has infected us to such a degree that we have Portlanders being rude and nasty with other Portlanders, regardless of whether they know whether those people are on their side or not. Just a general spirit of anger. And in a big, big way, that's how I see Portland in general, even if some people find that offensive. So with that, let's go ahead and roll this video. This is video from a protest at Peacock Lane in Southeast Portland a few days after Christmas. Go ahead.
You already see some Christmas carols?
I can't breathe! I can't breathe! I can't breathe! I can't breathe!
So this is the corner of 39th and Belmont. It's a small group of protesters. That's Jesse Spoonberg. Some of you may know him. And there's an older lady coming up here who's begging him, please, I gotta get on the bus, please, sir. He's like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You know, acting like a bully pretty much. What do any of those people that are trying to get from point A to point B have anything to do with the police shootings? This is also a significant scene. You're also seeing a lot of men get up in the face of women. A lot of rude, aggressive behavior. I'm not really going to comment on that. I mean, he just lets those guys push him back. Now, some of these women they're standing their ground. So you're seeing, I'm seeing an aggressive male acting like a criminal, basically, saying, I'm going to take over the streets. What are you going to do, woman? What are you going to do, short woman? See, that's male aggression. Someone could protest that. Here's a black woman. She's asking the white protester, get out the way. See, you understand the insanity that has engulfed our city, that has engulfed our community, that has engulfed our country? Again, this is Peacock Lane. This is a residential street for those that are watching this on the internet. And there was a lot of people that were upset when the head of the Portland Police Union said protesters are to blame for the recent cops that have been shot. Now, I don't agree with that Portland Police Union head, but it doesn't make sense for the protesters to say, deck the halls with rows of dead cops. I mean, it's almost acting in a provocateur way for the media to seize upon that. In this case, a Jeep is trying to force its way through. Do you see how the mass media can take a story based on something that happens somewhere else and whip people up into a fury to where this stuff affects you, your residential street? They talk about our streets. Well, when you say our streets, do you mean your streets? Or do you mean our streets? Because our streets, I thought, would also include myself in the equation and my constitutional right to travel from point A to point B. And by the way, who's protesting the dead Afghanis and Iraqis? Also significant. So we're seeing what I want to comment on.
Just for your viewers, let them know. I was just trying to get.
See, those guys aren't going to get away from doing that to a genuinely dangerous person that can knock each one of them out in just a few seconds.